Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good to see you all. Uh, I would once again ask everyone to keep their cameras on. This is a formal meeting, and I would love to see your faces as we take this call forward. So, as usual, I would start off by asking everyone, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about the interviews, about the next 1 week, next 2 weeks? Excited? Amazing? Super excited. Excited. Very excited. Excitement is the thing. Fantastic. Everyone is thrilled and excited and looking forward to the interviews. We are excited as well, looking forward to connecting with you, getting to know you a little better through the interview process. So I have a brief presentation that I would share with you, and as we go through the presentation, I would try to answer your questions. Yeah. So it's 6:02 p.m. And are if you're not on this call, don't worry, we'll send you the recording. Some of you probably would watch this on YouTube later. But all of you who are here, congratulations once again and all the best for the Next Genius interviews. It's going to be a fun experience, and I'm sure all of you are going to learn a lot about the about yourself, and you're going to enjoy the whole process. So before I share with you the timeline, I want all of you to think about these two questions. The first question is, why do you want to become a Next Genius Scholar? Please feel free to use the chat box and share your thoughts about why do you want to become a Next Genius Scholar. You've been through this journey over the last few months. Many of you joined us in August, September, October, November. It's been a few months since you've joined our process, you've joined this program. What about the program excites you the most? Okay, so I'm starting to get responses. Make connections, join the community, alumni network, scholarships, of course, because it allows you to live your dream college life, to feel the honor of becoming a scholar. Make your parents proud. Scholarship, talents meet opportunities. Explore education abroad, networking and global wide network. To push my boundaries, the ability to actually converse with admission officers and communicate with so many people from different walks. Just recently talked with Miss Abhilasha, feeling really excited to achieve my dreams. Diverse culture, fantastic. Great to see so many responses. Global exposure. Okay, thanks for answering this. This brings me to the second question, and that is, what are you most excited to experience or try when you join the college you are interviewing for? And when you answer this second question, I want you to be specific. Don't say general things which can be found at any college. I want you to tell me about what is it specifically about that particular college. What is that unique aspect of that college that excites you? Yeah, that's the kind of answer I want to listen. iPad powered learning. Superb. I know. So that's Lynn University. The CUE program, smaller classrooms at Gettysburg, the METR lab at Syracuse, the Spirit of Syracuse. Oh wow. Flunk Day and the pump handle day, the soccer team at Capital. Focus on sustainability, probably at Dickinson or Ithaca. the passion, your research, the campus curriculum at Wheaton, the clubs and city around, having a walk through the Cayuga Lake, the Orange family, the labs, the high performance student athlete program at IE University, the Women in Aviation Club, wow, Syracuse University's entrepreneurship and emerging enterprises program, the E Club and the Cowrie Hatcheries dynamic co-working space, Chicken Fingers Friday, psychology session at Wheaton. Oberlin has a finance club where students make an investment. Students make invest when students make all the investment decisions and manage around $400,000 on their own. Inclusivity at Beloit, flight simulator, the location of the college, iSchool, placements, GIS lab at Dickinson, the Pi Sigma Alpha Honor Society at Muhlenberg. Wow, fantastic. So this clearly shows many of you have thoroughly researched about the college. To all those who are struggling to find the what actually makes your college unique, and I'm trying to go through as many responses as possible, but there are over 200 of you on this call, so it's difficult for me to go through all of those responses. But what I'm trying to say here is many of you have gone into great depths to research the college thoroughly, and many of you also submitted the video on why this college. I mean, most of you, all of you should have submitted. If you have not yet submitted, you should probably do it right away. But you have done your research and you have spent time learning about the college, and you're probably now in love with that college and you want to be there. There are things about that college that really inspire you and you feel passionate about. If you are someone who has spent so much time researching the college, great job, congratulations. But if you are on the other side and if you don't really know what others are talking about, please, you have a few days, just go ahead and learn about that college. You if you end up winning a big scholarship, you'll be spending a lot of time, the golden years of your life at that college. You should you should understand what that college stands for. What are the opportunities at that college that you should look into? What are the opportunities that you should be excited about? Yeah. So great. Thanks for answering that question. Let me now move on and talk about the timeline. And most of you who were on the call last week already know about the timeline, but let's just very quickly go through it once again. Yeah. So starting tomorrow, that is January 15th until Jan 17th, 15th, 16th, 17th, we'll do 3 unique activities on WhatsApp. Yeah. And when I say 3 unique activities, these will, and I first of all, we understand that many of you might have board exams, your practical exams during these dates. You might not be able to spend a lot of time. Until last year, we used to do icebreaker activities over a Zoom call like this. But considering the fact that you would all be busy with your school and that you might have board exams or the commitment, we have moved this over WhatsApp so that you can do these activities on your own time and you don't really need to be on the call like this to participate in the icebreaker activities. That's why we have moved it online. The 3 activities, 15th, 16th, and 17th, you will get a message around 6 p.m. on these dates on WhatsApp. Yeah. It'll ask you to do an activity, a fun activity. The first one would be a quiz about the college, for which you'll have to fill a Google form. The second one will be a video submission, for which you'll have to just record a video on your phone in a selfie mode and submit it on the WhatsApp group itself. And we'll send the question, on the day of the icebreaker activity. And the third day, we'll ask you to post a picture. The specific instructions will be there in the WhatsApp message that we send you. Yeah. But look out for that message. We'll pin that message. We'll pin that message for that specific day so that it's easier for you to access the activity and you don't have to scroll all the way up to know what the activity is for that specific day. These are fun activities. We are doing these so that you get to know each other. Yeah. So when we ask you to record a video and post your video, but also spend some time watching other students' videos. Look at what your competition is like. It'll be fun. Yeah. And when we ask you to post a picture, look at other students' pictures as well. Yeah. Uh, I would also request you not to engage in a lot of conversation during this activity. We want to prevent flooding of the WhatsApp group with a lot of messages. Just post your activity, post your message, post your video picture, and then read other people's materials. We want you to be engaged, but we also don't want the WhatsApp to be buzzing all through the night. Um, so just pause those communications for a few moments and just focus on that activity. Yeah. And I'm not going to penalize you if you ask questions or if you engage in a conversation. It's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. Yeah. Number two is January 18, the fun day, the fun interview day. I keep calling it fun, but I know how nervous some of you might feel. But it's on January 18, there's two sessions. Session number one is the parents' information session. This is a session where the admission officers will present about the college to your parents. Both your mom and dad or your guardians should join this session. If one of them is unavailable, no worries. The other parent can join. If your parents do not understand English, please feel free to sit alongside them and translate it for them. Yeah. So some of you reached out to us asking that my parents are not available. They are in different country, different time zone. If they're in a different country, please try to see if they can join this session for half an hour. It's not a very long session, but it's important that they hear and listen to this session because this is probably the college you're going to spend 4 years of your life at. Yeah. And the sooner your mom and dad are on board, the better it is for everyone. Yeah. They can ask their questions on the call. There will be past scholars, parents on this call who will share their experiences. So they could hear other parents talk about the college experience too. Yeah. So please ask your parents to join this session. This is your responsibility. Yeah. The links for these sessions would be shared with you over email and WhatsApp. Just like we are sharing all the other links in the WhatsApp group, we'll share this link as well. Yeah. The parents information session will happen on a Zoom meeting just like this, where all of you will be on the same Zoom link, and then we'll create breakout rooms for each college, and then you will join the breakout rooms. So remember, just like we did it during the information sessions, the college information sessions, yeah, the breakout rooms. And then 18th, right after the parents information session, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. India time, late evening, late night, we'll do the interviews. This is a 2-hour group interview which will happen in a college specific interview link. It's not going to happen on a centralized Next Genius link. It's going to happen in a different link. We'll share that link over WhatsApp and over email. What will happen over these 2 hours is two fun activities. Um, and I'll share some activities with you in the next few minutes, so you will get an idea of what these activities are like. Yeah, I'll just share those activities. I have been receiving questions about what is the interview activity, so you'll get to know that. Jan 18th, done with the interviews, 2 hours. Then on January 24th is the awards ceremony. This is where we'll invite the scholarship winners. They will receive an email from our side, which would mention that congratulations, you are a scholarship winner and you have been invited for the award ceremony. This does not mean that you are the full tuition scholarship winner, because all the scholarship winner, full and partial, are invited to the award ceremony. It's just that you are invited and you are one of the winners. You could be a full winner or a partial winner. Number two, this also does not mean that if you are not invited, you are not a winner, because sometimes the colleges will release the notification a little later. So if for some reason you are not invited, and if you get an email from our side that you're not invited for the award ceremony, do not panic. You are still being considered. It's just that you will get to hear about your scholarship a little later. Yeah. So understand this. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. That brings me to the interview activity. Just give me one moment. I just drink some water. So I'm sharing some of the interview activities that we have done over the last few years. Number one is a group discussion. And in the group discussion, you would get a topic, and you would be asked to open. All of you would be asked to give an opening statement. Then the group will be open for discussion. The floor will be open for discussion. So you'll put forward your points. And then all of you will be invited to give your closing statement. There is enough time to speak. Don't think that if you don't speak right now, you will not get an opportunity to speak later, because it's a 45-minute activity. Yeah, there will be time. You will get an opportunity to speak. So try not to interject others. Listen to everyone carefully. And on the other hand, try not to spend 5 minutes just continuously speaking, even if it doesn't make sense. So think about both the ends: someone who doesn't speak at all and someone who just keeps on, who enjoys to talk a lot. Try to balance that. Whichever end of the spectrum you are at, be conscious, be mindful of the group. Yeah. And then present your thoughts, your views about the topic. I'm not giving you the topic for this year. You'll get to know that it's a fun topic. It's not very complicated. You will all have your sort of your views on the topic. But the topic for the last 3 years were like this. Number one, the topic last year was, should the board exams be banned? The topic the year before was, um, Chat GPT, a curse or a boon? And the topic the year before was, conquer Mars or eradicate poverty? So fun topics, nothing that you need to read a lot about. These are just general topics that all of you can have views or opinions about. So, and even if you do not have an opinion about the topic presented, first listen and try to formulate your opinion. Yeah. If you are being asked to speak and if you are clueless, just ask the interviewer that, maybe they can get back to you towards, they can get back to you a little later, because you're still thinking about the topic and you're still processing. Yeah. So don't panic, uh, because it's not a matter of, do or die. It's just a scholarship at the end of the day. It's a big scholarship, but it's this is something we, those 2 hours are not going to define who you are. So do not panic. That's what I'm trying to say here. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, uh, be calm, patient, confident, composed. I know it's easier said than done. It's not easy to uh, keep your nerves during those interviews when you're competing for huge scholarships like these, but still try. Yeah. Okay. So what else? What other activities could there be? Another activity could be a 60-second sketch where you so keep a pen and paper with you. You'll have a minute to draw something and represent an issue you care about and share your drawing and explain the story and why it matters to you. Now, yeah, so self-explanatory, what is it that matters to you? We have been asking this question to you since the very beginning. When you filled the profiling form, we asked you what is the social issue of the world that you want to address and why and how and all of those things. So you already are thinking about this, isn't it? Because that's where this journey started, right? Next is two truths and a fib. Everyone will be invited to share two truths about themselves and one fib or a lie. Fib is like a lie or a fun statement. Then the group engages in a discussion and they point out what is the fib or the lie. It's a fun way to get creative and connect with others. Yeah. Next one is, what will you carry to the college? What will you carry to college? So what is that one item that you'll definitely take to the college and explain why that thing is meaningful to you? Next one is a college quiz where you will research the college and then you will show off your research skill during the college quiz and talk more about the college during the meeting. And the final one is none of these. The college might do an activity of their own which are not represented here, something completely out of the things being talked about right now. Yeah. So take a screenshot, maybe, or some of you are making notes. I could see that. So either way, whichever thing works well for you, just take a screenshot, make notes. But these are some of the activities, and some colleges might not use any of these activities and do something of their own. Yeah. There will be two activities, 45-minute block one and 45-minute block two, with some break in the middle. Yeah. So most colleges would select two activities out of these. Some colleges might have a different activity altogether. Hmm? Make sense? Interview day prep. If you were on the call last time, it's just the same thing that I'm going to repeat. Ensure that you have a good internet connection and a backup connection. If you're not switching on your cameras right now, you will be required to switch on your cameras on the interview day. Yeah. Uh, Next, what's this? One second, I'll have to reshare my screen. Okay. Next one is keep your cameras on and all the times. Maintain proper posture. You should be at the center of the screen, clearly visible on the screen at all time. Ensure proper lighting and proper background. Number 3 is audio. Check your audio beforehand. Make sure that it is working. Make sure that there is no disturbance in the background. And finally, dress formally. Yeah, so this is a formal event. Make sure you are dressed appropriately. Dress your best. Yeah, wear blazers, wear your favorite dress, suit, whatever that you think is formal. Present yourself very well. This is Uh, you know, something which takes very little effort but leaves a lasting impression is how you dress yourself. Yeah. So dress well, present yourself well. Yeah. And that's it. Those are some of the things that you will need to take care of. So that's the end of my presentation. I hope all of you found this helpful. It's so good to see you all here. Uh, there's so many of you who are not switched on your camera. I would appreciate if we could see all your faces. During the interviews, if you're one of those who is not switching on your cameras, that straight away leaves a negative impression that you're not interested. Yeah. But I know you are. I know all of you are interested, right? So why not switch on your cameras and treat this like a nice two-way conversation? It's not, it's more of a one person speaking, but still we are all communicating. I am looking at your facial expressions. I'm seeing you. And Yeah, so it's great to see you all and have this conversation. I'll pause here and we'll wait for any questions. You can either ask me your questions or you can ask Rudra. Rudra has just renamed himself as Ask Me Questions here. So you can message him questions. If it's a one word answer or a quick answer, he will reply to you over the chat itself. And if it's something which I think I should discuss with everyone, then I will answer it here. So let me pause here for a moment. Please put your questions in the chat only because it's a large meeting. It's about 200 of you. So I would prefer to answer the questions over chat, that you put in the chat. I'll pause for a moment. Okay, so let's go one by one. Um, One of you is asking, can you revise the truth and the fib part? So there is an activity which says two truth and one fib, which means everyone will get an opportunity. Everyone, it goes in a round robin manner. Everyone gets a chance to talk about three things about themselves. Two of them are truths. One of them is a fib or a lie. And then everyone sort of points out at what the lie could be. And then it sort of creates a nice, fun engagement and sort of a nice discussion amongst the group. How many scholarships are awarded every year? It varies year to year. Different colleges offer different numbers of scholarships. So this is not a question I might be able to answer right now. We'll have to wait and watch. Yeah. Can we take a balanced stance in the group discussions and not support one side if the topic is something, uh, if you would not like to take sides, it's all right. It's a discussion and it's not like a hardcore debate. So it's okay. Yeah. Uh, uh, One of you has their JEE exams on the 24th of January. Well, all the best, first of all, for that. I hope you do well. The award ceremony is in the evening, so mostly your exam would be over by the time and the award ceremony starts. So I hope you do well in JEE, and I hope you also get the award, the next senior scholarship. Okay, see, there are a lot of questions about the group discussion or the activities. Don't panic. Just calm down. Until last year, I never shared these activities like this publicly. You are at an advantage already, but don't panic. It's okay. It's going to be fun. You're going to do well. You're all smart students. You're all future scholars. Yeah. So uh, I'm not going to I'll not answer a lot of questions about what the activities will be like. You already know enough. If you need more, if you missed out on a part of it, we'll share the recording in the group. Go through the interview part once again. But that's all you need to know. You don't need to know a lot more about the interviews. Okay, if neither of the parents are able to attend the parent information session, then try your elder brother or sister to join it. Uh, but they should be an earning member of your family who is contributing towards your education. If that is the case, then your elder siblings can join. Once again, I'll repeat: your elder sibling can join as long as they are the earning member of family and they are going to contribute towards your education. But if that is not the case, then we would very strongly encourage you to try and get at least one of your parents on the call. Yeah. You will, we will send you the slides, the slides in my presentation along with the recording. So don't worry about it. During the award ceremony, you will get to know if you are the top scholar or the full scholar. Uh, Usually, you will find out that if you're the top scholar or not, and everyone else would be a partial scholar. The exact amount of the scholarship would be released a little later, when the college sends the notification. Yeah. Is it required for guardians to have their cameras on during the parent session? I would say yes. Please keep your cameras on. Again, it's like a interaction. It's not like a radio telecast or something broadcast that one person is speaking and everyone else is just sort of listening. No, it's a two-way communication. And two-way is a simple thing. When I'm looking at you and when you are looking at me and when you can hear me and I can hear you or at least see you, that's what a two-way communication is. So the admission officer would appreciate if your parents can switch on your cameras. A lot of questions about scholarships. I would say just one thing. Um, Many colleges offer full scholarships. Some of them offer 70% or more on the tuition. Yeah. Many colleges offer multiple full tuition scholarships. A couple of colleges offer full rides. If you know what full ride is like tuition plus living, but that's a rare thing. Very few students would get a full ride. But yes, there will be multiple full tuition scholarships offered. Just to give you a general idea, this year we are hoping to offer close to 25 full tuition scholarships, spread across the colleges. That does not mean all colleges have one. Some colleges offer multiple full tuition. Some colleges do not offer any full tuition. The maximum award that they offer is a 70% on the tuition. Yeah. So I cannot talk much more about what the scholarships will look like, but I've given you a general idea now. Very good question. What should the name tag for the parent info session be? The name tag should be college name followed by their name, ideally their name, or your name, whichever one. So let's say Beloit followed by Devesh Lathi, or Beloit followed by my father's name, something like that. Either of it would work because we have your parents' name. You have submitted that through your profiling form. So we can match if your parents attended the session or not. During the parent session, will the parents be invited to talk? No, not usually. Minimum that they might be asked to do is just tell their name and their child's name. Maximum. But usually, no. Parents are not invited to speak. Okay. I think we have a lot of questions only about about the scholarship amount and all. Uh, okay, before we close, hope all of you have completed your application. I mean, this was the first thing I should have talked about. But if some of you have not yet submitted all components of your application, I mean, now is high time. Probably, if there is anything missing, you should do it right away. Yeah. You should go and check your college portal. All colleges would have granted you an access to the college portal, which is a portal on their website, which lists down all the things that you're required to submit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please get in touch with our team. They'll tell you what a portal is. Yeah, but it's important that you submit everything. I mean, this is 14th of January. We have an interview in 4 days. Uh, so this is like, are you 100% sure that you have submitted everything? We've been talking about this for the last 1 month. Uh, so, and very recently also we shared some messages on the groups that have you submitted this or that. And the team has been in touch with you, Radha ma'am, Rudra, Vanshika, they have been in touch with all of you. So I hope you have all completed your applications by now. Okay. So with that, we'll close the session. We'll we'll stay in touch with you through the WhatsApp group. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. is when the first group activity, the first, we call it icebreaker activity. The first icebreaker activity will be posted in the WhatsApp group. And that's going to be a Google form, and you will need to submit that Google form. It's a base, it's you have been submitting so many Google forms, you'll think one more, but it's a fun one. It's a very quick form where there are 10 questions. Just drop down. You probably take 10 minutes to answer that activity. And then, sorry, the second activity is a video submission, and the third one is a picture submission. All fun. You'll enjoy participating in that. And then on the 18th, Saturday evening, we have the interviews and the parent session. Yeah. So that's it. That's where we close, everyone. Just a quick V here. I'll take a screenshot of all of you smiling, and I hope you're all excited about the interviews. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Uh, enjoy, enjoy the process. Enjoy the experience. Uh, it's it's once in a lifetime opportunity. Uh, I hope all of you end up winning a massive scholarship, and I hope many of you become future scholars. We really enjoy working with our scholars. When you become a next senior scholar, you heard some of them. You heard Abhilasha, Swaranya, and there are many others who engage with us in various ways. Yeah. So when you become a next senior scholar, first of all, you get an opportunity to mentor the next batch. So you will be someone who will present to the next batch of students. But that's not all. You get to do internships, volunteering with us. You also get to connect with other scholars. We have a group, a community of scholars that you become a part of, and that uh, you get access to a lot of those resources, and you get connected with so many others who eventually feel that they are your own, and it's sort of a community where everyone supports each other and helps each other grow. So I hope all of you uh, become the scholars and sort of join our community. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining this call. All the best. We'll see you again tomorrow on the WhatsApp group. And yeah, good luck. Thank you, everyone. Bye.